What's going on, everyone? My name is BoIt and I'm back with some more Age of Titans action. Spawning in the left of the map in the red color playing set is the one, the only DOD's Magyar. Spawning in the right of the map in the blue color playing Zeus is the Mista. Holy shit, these players are probably the two best players right now, better than anyone I've seen in a long time. They've been playing so good. Magyar playing set like a ridiculous boss. I don't think I've seen set being played this well since like this before pre-set nerf in Nilla. He just blows my mind with what he can do with set. Like, in my opinion, set is not the strongest god in the game. Obviously Isis or Uranos are, but the set's weird. He has the highest skill cap, so you have so much stuff you can do with him, and if you can do all of that stuff, then you're going to be able to compete with those top gods. And it's just that fact that you have to be able to do it all before set becomes that top tier god. And he's so, as I just said, like, so hard to do everything because his skill cap is so high that if you can do it all, then you're gonna be playing a top tier god. Zeus, on the other hand, with the Mista, he's shown that how you can play him, and he's shown some really nice stuff. And we're gonna see one of these really cute builds from Mista. It's gonna allow him to advance really quickly, and probably get aggressive and try and get some map control. I'm going to suggest he's going to go through Athena in this. Sorry, not Athena. Hermes in this matchup, just because those centaur are needed to control the map, prevent any sort of animal aggression. He did use bolt on a priest, which I did miss. Unfortunately, there it is. He died there. And that's just simply to stop the map getting taken over by ridiculous amount of animals. So really smart play by Mista. It just means that he's not going to be able to bolt a pharaoh in order to kill a couple of villages, but you got to take the what you can when you can do it. It's like it's better to bolt a priest at the 1 minute mark rather than a pharaoh at the 5-6 minute mark when you have two centaurs running around doing centaur shit. Yeah, a little bit of sad news. Due to community response or whatever, the fan patch which is getting made, it's hit a bit of a hitch. The supremacy balance changes were sort of not widely accepted by the community, and I can post a link to what the supremacy balance changes were out currently. And I would really love to see your guys' opinions of them in the comment section below, and see, like, would you guys, I know that everyone who was talking about the balance change were mostly the top players, and I'm just hoping that most people here might have a different opinion and might be able to re-inspire the fan patch team to keep going with this project, because if they can actually do it, then this game will become so interesting. As opposed to what we've got now. A little bit of change is nothing but good. And we do see Mista going through Hermes, going to be hitting that about the 4 minute mark. Magyar going to be going through, we can see, probably Patar, 4:30. Pretty standard by Magyar. It's going to allow him to shifting sands of Villager. However, if we look here, it's very defendable, the shifting sands, because the only way to really get to this backwood location is to run through this location, and we can see Mista has already walled that off. So really smart play by Mista. A hyena is going to have to sort of run through here and then through here, and by then he's probably already killed it, or he's going to wall off over here or something like that, just to prevent anything from happening. We do see Mista has got the pick out hand axe. Has he got the hand axe? No. Didn't choose to get hand axe. Interesting. See, the thing is, I would have thought that the gold that he gathered from... Wait, did he get it? He must have. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. I don't understand. Anyways, I would have thought that he would have gathered that gold from that gold mine to get hand axe, just to produce more wood so he can get more stuff out, but he didn't choose to get that extra 20 gold to purchase that hand axe, because that's why I thought he did this peculiar build. with the storehouse and the wood storehouse just to do that. But obviously he had something different in mind. Priest is actually going to be trying to run through here. He's not going to be able to do anything. I think he should run back and start converting elephants, because there's no way he's going to get through here. We see Mista throwing up that wall I was talking about a bit earlier. That's going to prevent Magyar from being able to get through here and shifting sands any of those villages. Odysseus popping out now, going to be able to do some damage to that priest, and make him probably kill him actually, because he's going to think he can run through this location when he can't. And the Odysseus, just going to pick him off. If I was Magyar, I would probably shifting sands the Odysseus with the priest back to his base, just because he's going to lose the priest anyways. May as well take an Odysseus with him, but he chooses not to do that. The centaurs over this side of the location over here, they're not going to be able to do much. We can see in his line of sight that he doesn't actually have much vision of Magyar's base, so he doesn't know that there's wood gathering here, he doesn't know that the gold's here, he doesn't know that there's villagers gathering food here, so he has to start scouting around with those centaurs, which isn't always the best thing, because you're going to be running through tower fire and you're going to hit some hitches there and here and there. And you're also not going to be killing off villagers, which you need to be doing. But we can actually see that Magyar's location here, defensive location, is very nice. I believe, however, if Mista had scouted out this gold mine, he would be able to run through here and maybe pick up a villager, because I don't think Magyar would be quick enough to run them back and jump into the watchtower. I mean, he might be able to save 5, and then there's those 4 which he wouldn't be able to. So he'd definitely be able to pick up a villager if he sent Centaur in, which it looks like he might be trying to. He still hasn't seen the gold mine, which is a little bit disappointing. So unlucky for Mista, he's not going to be able to hit anything over here, and he's just going to have to run around. He might be able to get over that location, but there's a priest there already, so he's not going to be able to. So basically Magyar's going, okay, I feel safe now. I've got a priest over here, I've got a priest over here to protect myself. I'm going to throw up this armory, I'm going to go to the heroic age, and I'm going to start getting ready to make a push and win the game, because basically Mista put himself economically so far behind because he advanced so quickly that he needed to do some economic damage in order to make up from advancing so quickly. Because Magyar defended so well, it means that Magyar can take some risks and do some stuff which normally wouldn't work. For example, having this gold mine wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to go to the heroic age so quickly if you were versing an Athena rush, which happens at maybe 5:15 or 4:05 or 4:45, something like that. Because there'd be hoplites and Minotaur pushing on in this location here, you'd have to defend against it, and you wouldn't be able to against the Nephthys. Also, had Mista gone maybe a 5-minute advance time through Hermes, he would have much more economy in order to do stuff. However, I think Mista traded off this quick advance time to prevent that quick shifting sands, which is really smart. So basically traded off the death of villagers for that economic downturn. So he thought maybe he could make up for the fact that he's preventing this shifting sand, so he's going to be getting some economic pressure happening, but none of that actually managed to happen. And now Magyar are going to be throwing up the Migdol stronghold, getting that large gold mine for free, because Mista doesn't have any cavalry units. He's got a couple, but that's not going to be enough to really pressure this into casting ancestors. So he's going to have to get out of there, almost losing his centaur, but the centaurs do manage to run away. Unfortunately, he cannot heal that unless he goes to Apollo and researches that temple healing upgrade. I don't think it's going to be worth doing. And we're going to see a bunch of those chariot archers popping out. We can see that Magyar is not producing any barracks units just because he doesn't need to, and I'm pretty sure that Magyar is going to easily be able to defend here, and going to push Mista back. Basically, Magyar can split attack the centaurs because they take so much damage from a priest or a pharaoh shot. It means that Mista has to constantly be running them around, and if you continuously switch the targets that they're hitting, they're going to start hitting the centaur. and he's going to start losing them, and that's a lot of micro for Mista to do, and not that much for Magyar. Magyar now grabbing his second town center. We don't see a second town center coming up for Mista yet. Mista hasn't even thought about it. He's also not even close to the heroic age. Now I want to quickly talk about what I believe that Mista probably should have done. Basically, he had these units here, which have done nothing, like legitimately nothing. These are fine. They're okay. They've been using for map control. But this army here has been doing nothing. So he could have, instead of building those 10 Toxotos, could have got a second town center, and then he could have produced villages, and probably by about this time again he would have that many units, just because he would have had that second town center up since the 7-minute mark or something like that, and well, probably not the 7-minute, probably the 8-minute mark, and then whatever. Managed to pick off one, oh no, he picked off one chariot archer, but now he's probably going to lose 2 or 3 Toxotos, so it's a fair trade, but he could have got away with just trading the one chariot archer for nothing. Bit of a misclick, I believe, by Mista. Now Mista's going to be trying to do some sort of two-pronged attacks onto the chariot archer bulk army of Magyar. It's the best way to fight against an archer ball is to surround it, and we can see that Magyar are getting very aggressive here. I'm not sure if it's the best choice, and a nice shifting stance by Magyar. They're picking up the bulk of those Toxotos. That's the bulk of the damage. Magyar are now going to have to be doing some pretty good micro to finish off this army. A bunch of those Centaur could probably, with good micro, pick off those chariot archers, but Magyar does have some sick micro himself, so he'll probably be able to kill them regardless. Now the Toxotos is going to be coming back over here. Magyar are going to be able to cut them off and then see what he can do. However, Mista sees that happening. He's going to try and bring those Centaur over here in order to prevent these guys from dying. And a nice micro by Magyar, pulling back the units, getting attacked by the Toxotos, picking up a bunch of them without losing that many. Looks like the Centaur, however, going to town on those chariot archers. However, the priest managing to almost pick up another Centaur, so those Centaur are very low, so they got one on full HP, sorry, and the rest are very low, and Magyar's gonna have to get out of there. I feel like Magyar did get the advantage in that fight, even though he didn't manage to win. He did do some economic damage, and he killed off a bunch of units. I don't know if Magyar actually. I think he came out ahead. I'm going to say that Magyar did come out a little bit ahead. I just want to quickly check the post game to see the military, and yeah, it's sort of even. Like I think, however, the fact that a lot of the units which Magyar lost have been animals, and not many have been like the chariot archers or the cavalry. I think he's ahead because those chariot archers are so expensive, and obviously animals aren't. A little bit of Centaur raid with Typicon over here, trying to do something. However, Magyar's like spawn position is really, really good, and he's used it perfectly. He hasn't chosen to really chop wood over here. Well, he tried to, and then he changed his mind. And he hasn't chosen to chop wood over here. He hasn't chosen to get those zebra, just because he knows it's not possible, because it's too easy to raid over there. He's just simply staying on this side of the map, mining and chopping wood where he can. He does have an idle pharaoh there. Might want to get that in front of his army to deal with those Centaur. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Magyar invests in funeral rites. You can see that he does have the resources pretty much to get it. I think it's 200 gold and 18 favor or something for a set player. And we do see a war going up over here for Magyar, gearing up to secure that gold mine. I think he'll want to secure that gold mine as well, and he has got that gold mine. So he's really played really smart in terms of securing the future of the game. Like, if you've only got one gold mine left and it's your only gold mine, you always want to think, what's my next step forward? And obviously the next step forward would be to grab that gold mine and grab that gold mine and grab this corner, because that's where your market's going to be set up. So Magyar, playing the map exactly how you have to do a set, really knows what's going on, and he's playing it pretty much perfectly. Mista, on the other hand, finally has his second town center. Needs to think about getting that second town center. However, he's still got units producing. Really like to see him stop producing Toxotos, because at this point they're really kind of useless. And I don't know. I really don't like seeing Toxotos against an Egyptian heroic army, just because they can get microed so easily, and it's really frustrating as a great player with Toxotos because you can't really do any damage with them. Like, they're really good in a ball of just following arrows in an army. However, Egyptians can sort of just split their army up and attack from multiple angles and retreat units which are getting attacked, and the cavalry dodge the Toxotos fire. I believe they have 6 speed. Chariot archers don't have enough speed to dodge anything, but they can still run away faster than they'll die, in which case the Toxotos will get dragged, and it's just really frustrating. So I much prefer a heavy cavalry, heavy hippicon with centaur mix, just because it's just better, I feel. I don't think you do much with Toxotos at all. And you'll see, with the Toxotos should do the bulk of the damage, but Magyar can just retreat them out and they'll be fine. And also the range of them is really, really short. Like, it's only 15 as compared to 20, so you can actually hit and run them really well, which is the most frustrating thing. Just gonna quickly check the economic upgrades. We can see that shaft mine and irrigation is being researched by Magyar. Mista's probably only got his archaic upgrades. He doesn't even have plough yet. He's got a couple of farms up. He's got the resources to buy it, and I don't think he's got it yet. And he hasn't got anything else gearing up. So he's going to start falling behind economically as this game continues. He's also throwing up this armory, so he wants to go to the heroic age, which is going to give Magyar a little bit of a timing attack, because 800 food and 500 gold invested in technology like the heroic age means that Magyar can hit that timing whereby none of those resources will have been used on anything in terms of military advantage. So he can sort of just come in and do what he wants and then leave or finish the game. See Magyar throwing up another Migdal stronghold, getting that unit production up. It's also securing this gold mine as I said he wanted to do, and everything's looking pretty swell. Now, in terms of what Mista can do to win this game, I think his best option is going to be to underworld this location, cut off the trade, cut off this gold mine, throw up a fortress, throw up a wall here, and then Petropoli with all wall and mass archers. Probably be able to take down that location. However, that being said, there's still this timing window where he's going through Apollo, and Magyar's just going, okay, well, what am I going to do? I've got 150 population, so I'm definitely ahead in population at the moment. So how am I going to use that to win? So he's actually managing to pick off one centaur, the rest aren't probably going to survive. And now this is where the micro happens. You see, Toxotos is focusing down that group of chariot archers, and they just sort of retreat, and then the Toxotos do nothing while the heavy chariot volley for a couple of times. However, because there's so many priests in this army, he can't really retreat out of this without taking some damage, so the Toxotos are going to get off a few volleys. A siege tower not popping out, that's predominantly going to be for tanking. Yes, it's going to kill some buildings, but predominantly it's going to be used to tank the archer volleys and the centaur, and it's going to make Mista have to micro a little bit. Magyar now sees Apollo, so this is the biggest thing right now. Magyar sees Apollo, so he knows he can't do nothing. He has to make a move now, otherwise it allows Mista to get his heroic upgrades in terms of economy and military, and allows him to get a Pegasus out, fly over to his corner, and kill off everything, which you can see that there's nothing here to protect this corner here. I don't actually know if Mista's seen what's going on in that corner. He sort of has, so he sort of knows that it's the right position to attack. Now, towers throwing up for Magyar. Magyar going to be able to pressure this location here really, really well. Pharaoh trying to pick off some of those centaur, doing a fair bit of damage, but not going to be able to pick them off completely. Actually, he's going to be able to kill pretty much all of them off. And now this guard tower that is, it's got crenellations as well, so it's going to be going to town on those hippicon. And it looks like Magyar coming out really, really far ahead. He's still on 150 supply as opposed to Mista's 115 supply. And the siege towers, as I said before, are tanking a bunch of those Toxotos arrow fire, whereas the archers, the chariot archers, are really doing the bulk of the damage. Most of them are dead, but that being said, they're still doing damage when they should be dying, and Mista wasn't really focus firing very well there. We can see the Toxito is out of position, going to be dying now. A couple of these villagers probably get picked off now, but Mista has to use them to prevent the siege towers from doing any damage. Villagers do have a bonus against siege. I think it's a 100% bonus versus siege, so that's going to be about 16 damage per attack against the siege towers. So it's fairly decent, and that's why you use villagers to kill siege towers. Now an aggressive mid dog going up. I probably want to use the Pharaoh to start empowering that to get it up a little bit quicker. Siege tower onslaught still popping through. Mista sitting at 106 of 115 population, so he needs to throw down a couple more houses. Another temple going up, and we can see that Mista is going through Hephaestus. So he's going to want to get out that Bellerophon, get out some Colossi, and try and push through with a superior army and try to abuse his god's aspects, bonuses, overpowered qualities. I'm going to say that. It's not really that overpowered, but still, it's going to create hell for Magyar. However, Magyar probably does have funeral rites. He hasn't bought it yet. I'm going to assume he's going to buy it as soon as he sees Hephaestus, and if not, then very soon after. And Thoth is here now. Going to be trying to use Thoth on that town center. You can see Mista's probably, he's got smart, he's getting his mythic age to a protected town center at the back, which he knows isn't going to die. The town center does go down for Mista, and Magyar's going to be moving in now to be picking up that town center. And picking off a bunch of those villages as well. So now what Mista has to do is he has to get that town center up and you cast ceasefire. Ancestor's going down now. He's trying to bait out that ceasefire so he can get this town center up. He knows he needs to do it because he's got to deal with the mythic age of Zeus players. However, the Colossi now getting picked off really quickly. We can see the priest still don't have funeral rites. Is he researching it at all? I can't tell because I'm not. No, he's still not researching it. A little bit surprising there. Has he got funeral rites? He's got Hands of the Pharaoh, which isn't funeral rites, so it doesn't really matter though because the Colossi get picked off so quickly. And a misclick. Ceasefire, misclicked. He thought he had the town center going up, but maybe there was some lag, maybe there wasn't. Unfortunate for Mista. That means that Magyar is going to get this town center up for sure. The Ancestors is going to be over, and we're going to have to see if Mista can pull a comeback here. If he throws up a temple and gets out a couple of those Colossi, he can get about 2 of them out, and then also a Bellerophon. Then he can start jumping around and making those and killing off those priests, and then the Colossi can sort of kill off the town center, and then he might be able to get it back if he can push back like that. However, it's not looking good at all. He's only just throwing the temple up, so the Colossi aren't going to be out in time, and he hasn't built up a Bellerophon either yet, so he's not really doing the best things that he can in order to take this town center back. He's got a couple of those Myrmidon up where they don't have any upgrades. He's also just getting out his mythic age armory upgrades, which is really late considering Magyar's already got most of his armory upgrades. I guess that Mista was playing for a little bit later, and this was this massive timing which Magyar hit. So he's going to just be pushing out with Mercenary now. The Colossi popping out for Mista. Mista also not getting his Bellerophon. He's actually getting the Bellerophon out now, and that will be able to do a bunch of damage. But there's just so many units here for Magyar and Mista. GG out of the game. Magyar just really well played. He managed to I don't know, what did he do? Like, managed to hit this massive timing window that Mista laid open for him. Basically what you want to do, and it seemed like from Mista's perspective, what he was trying to do was he was trying to put a ton of pressure on in the classical age, get a ton of resources gathered up, and then skip the heroic age altogether, and then go to the mythic age and start abusing that area there with three armory upgrades with the cheap upgrade, which he did have, and then make a massive push and then win. But Magyar saw that timing. It's about 3 or 4 minutes that you have to stay alive for, and Magyar just pushed through it and pushed through it and pushed through it and managed to take the game. So Magyar is up 1-0 in this series. I'm going to do one more game today, and then I'll upload those and you'll see them. And I'd still, again, if you're still watching, I'd like you to post in the comment section below check out the link in the drop down box and look at the balance patch notes for supremacy and tell me what you think about them. And then and try and give some reasoning why or why not Nakamura, the fan patch head of stuff, needs to keep going or needs to stop. Thanks for watching. My name's BoIt, and I'll see you guys next time.